Hi, I'm Gwen Wild, and I'm the owner of Sensational Brain and the creator of the BrainWorks products. Our product is unique, and therefore it's a little bit confusing, the different product options that are available. So I'm making this little video to help you make an informed decision about which option will work best for you. Option number one is BrainWorks Online, and that's a digital membership where you will get a username and a password to log in and be able to select and print from our BrainWorks picture cards, and then you will be cutting, pasting, and creating the different visual sensory diet support tools, and I will demonstrate that to you now.
Okay, so let me show you how your membership to BrainWorks Online will work for you. You will begin by logging in. I'm already logged in. Since I'm already logged in, I'm just going to click on Members area right here. And now it's going to take me to these 8 different options. This is the Members area, and here are some different things that I can do while I'm in the Members area. Here I can go to find specific instructions for how to make the different DIY formats for visual sensory diet support tools like the file folder format or the keyring format. Here's where I can buy products in the future if I'd like to. This is a quick start guide. These are 2 different sets of forms that are helpful to print out to give to parents or teachers, or even if you're a therapist, you'll enjoy them as well. Here's a product manual, and here are some specific suggestions for target behaviors like wrist biting, head hitting, etc. But most of your time in the members area you will spend here in the Select and Print BrainWorks Sensory Activity Cards area. I'm going to hide my instructions so that you can see more of my screen. Now the first thing that I need to do is limit my settings. So I'm going to choose to make a sensory diet for a school-age child, and I'm going to make a file folder. So first I want to select some calming activities for this children. Now the system has pulled up all of the red arrow calming types of activities appropriate for school-age children. At this point, I'm going to select the activities that would be appropriate for the child that I'm creating a file folder for, and I'm just clicking and dragging onto the template like this. If I see the word next, I want to make sure to click on that. Click and drag. Now, I am creating a file folder tool, so I also want to select some just right activities, which are the yellow arrow activities, and I'm going to grab a couple of alerting or green arrow activities as well. Now, for future reference, this is where you find your routine-based activities. We do not have arrows on these because even if circle time is alerting for you, you have to do it anyway. So we've left the arrows off, but that way there are some that you can create some routine-based tools with. And then we also have our tachometer or stoplight. You would use this as the teaching tool. And we have most of our cards translated into Spanish as well, if that's ever helpful for you. Okay, so right now I have all of the cards that I would like. Well, before I do that, let me just show you one thing. If I want to search for something, like I want to find a scooter picture, right now it doesn't find anything because I have it narrowed down to school-age children in Spanish, and it can't find anything called scooter. So I just want to clear my selections here. Now, if I type in scooter, it brings up 3 different options for me. Okay, now I have the ones that I want to print, and I can choose to print them in 1.5 inch or 4 inch version. 1.5 inch is pretty standard for visual communication tools. Now the system has created this PDF for me, and from here I'm printing from my browser window and then cutting, pasting, and creating my different sensory diet support tools. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you.
Okay, membership option number 2 is the single family, single classroom kit plus lifetime digital membership to BrainWorks Online. So you get access to the online portion of the website that I just demonstrated, as well as the physical kit that will arrive in the mail. This is the single family kit, which has our informational folder. It has some instructional guides. These are all printable from the website also, but it gives you complete instructions about how to use the BrainWorks analogy as a teaching tool. We have some tips for implementing this type of a program in a classroom. We have our 4-page sensory symptoms checklist that you can feel free to reproduce and use as much as you need to if you're a therapist. And then we have some sets of forms. These are 3 different forms for the different types of sensory modulation disorders to give parents and teachers an overview about where you're going with the sensory diet. And another set of forms that are called our Feed the Senses summaries, one for babies and young children, one for school age, and one for teens and adult. That is just a 1-page overview about how to make sure that we're feeding the multiple sensory systems. Additionally, you get our 12 pages of printed activity picture cards printed on this perforated cardstock. Some of them have yellow borders, some are green, and some are red. These are printed on a very thick, durable cardstock. You really don't need to laminate them for most kids. They have a coating on there that makes them to where you can easily clean them for the most part. They're perforated, so easy to punch out or cut out, and then you can add them to a file folder to create the different types of tools, which we'll show you in a different video how to use those. So that's the single kit, so you get the lifetime membership to BrainWorks Online plus those materials. That makes at least 1 folder. You get one of the file folders with your kit. But since there are 250 picture cards and only 30, or actually 24 cards can fit on a folder, you can use this set to create more than 1 folder if you choose to. The therapist package is option number 3. That gives you lifetime digital membership to BrainWorks Online for 1 therapist, and the therapist physical kit, which will be shipped to you, which includes 10 of the BrainWorks file folders that can be made for an individual child or for an entire classroom, as well as everything that I mentioned earlier in the single family kit, which is the instructional folder with the forms that are reproducible and the checklist, etc., and the entire set of the 250 BrainWorks activity picture cards. And then you can use these if you order that therapist kit. What we recommend is use the cards as master copies, and then you can punch them out and choose which ones to put on a copier. And then since you also have your online membership, you can print out more at any time. And also, both kits, both the single family and the therapist kit, come with the spinners that you need for the file folders, book rings, 1 in the single family kit or 10 in the therapist kit that you can use to make the key ring tool for kids who are spending more time in general ed, possibly, or older kids who don't want to use the file folder format. The single kit includes 1 strip of our Velcro dots. We do not include Velcro in the therapist kit because some people would rather buy that in bulk on their own, but we do have that option available as an additional accessory. So those are your membership options. Our 4th membership option is the multi-user membership to BrainWorks Online, and that is priced depending on how many therapists from your organization will be using that membership, and that allows multiple therapists and or teachers from one facility to access the online membership using the same username and password. That's option number 4. Now, you can also, if you're already a member, you can order the products by themselves. The single family kit is available on its own. The therapist kit is available by itself without the additional membership option. And then we also have a new product we're making available titled the members only kit. So if you're already a member and you don't necessarily need the instructional folders, this kit has 3 of the folders in it, file folders, and an entire set of the 250 picture cards, because one set of these will easily make 3 folders for you. So that seems to be handy for some therapists who need to make multiples, and you can order those in any quantity, but each one individually comes with 3 folders and 1 set of the picture cards, as well as the Velcro and the spinners that you need to complete those. Okay, so those are your membership options, and in the next video we'll explain how to use the BrainWorks products. Thank you very much.